Hello. I keep re-recording this video because I go on a rant and it's 3 minutes long and I'm not talking about why you're here, which is this bag. So I'll save my ranting till the end. So back in 2023, I found a bag on Vinted for £2 that turns out is an Amazon dupe of this bag. I know about this bag. I've known about this bag for a long time because back in 2019 when I was investigating Kate Spade as a brand, this is one of the bags that came up, and I think this bag is beautiful. This is the Take the Cake limited edition Kate Spade crossbody bag. It is made of cast leather and polyurethane with a Saffiano finish to make the bottom hardy. The top is very soft and squishy. It's got these beautiful inlaid stones or crystals. They're probably resin. They're there to look like sprinkles or hundreds of thousands if you're in the UK. It has a kiss lock at the top that opens. You pop it open and it's got the Kate Spade pale pink jacquard logoed lining. This bag is beautiful. I found this off of Vinted recently. I'm going to go on a bit of a Vinted rant to do with Kate Spade in a minute. But if you'll remember back in 2023, I did a video on a bag that looks identical to this, that's much larger. I found it on Vintage for £2. It needed a repair. I didn't realise it was a dupe of this bag at the time, but I bought that bag, I fixed it. This just happened to come up recently and has been a piece that I have added to my permanent novelty collection. This bag is beautiful. I love it and I look forward to wearing it out. So on to the Vinted rant. I've got a bit of a beef with Vinted at the moment. So two caveats about Kate Spade, right? And the brand. One, minus Lulu Guinness, which is something I've been a fan of for a very long time, and they're a British brand, and I did a lot of research into their history and their background because genuinely I was interested, and it's a brand that my stepmom really loves. So, you know, she's told me a lot about it. And just from a fashion history perspective, because, you know, I like looking into stuff like that, I really researched it. When it comes to Kate Spade, I know about the founder, but minus the collections I'm interested in and the items that I own, I don't actually know that much about the brand. And the reason I say that is because Kate Spade is predominantly a well-known American brand. It's not like walking up to somebody on the street in the UK and saying, oh, do you know who Kate Spade is? Because a lot of people don't actually know about the brand. It's one of those if you know kind of brands. Whereas, you know, in the UK, if you say Radley or Chanel or whatever, people will know what you're on about. And a lot of what you find to do with Kate Spade is, I mean, I can count on one hand how many times I've seen a Kate Spade handbag out in the wild in the UK. It's not like saying to somebody, oh, do you recognise this Chloe bag or this Marc Jacobs bag or this Louis Vuitton? It's not that well known a brand in the UK on a word of mouth basis. So I knew what Kate Spade was prior to 2019, but becoming interested in the brand didn't happen until 2019 when my stepmom bought the Pippa by the Pool bag, and I was obsessed. She eventually sold me the bag, and I went down a rabbit hole because of the fact that they have bags with flamingos on them, and I love flamingos. And then I discovered they make penguin handbags, and penguins are a lifelong obsession of mine. Anyway, fast forward, I recently, back in June, found a bag with the Eiffel Tower on it. I also recently joined 2 Facebook groups, one for novelty bags, one for Kate Spade novelty bags. I posted I'd found this bag. Someone from the group messaged the seller and was like, you've horrifically undervalued that. I know who it is, I have a good idea. And she cancelled my order. I don't care that she's cancelled my order because, to be fair, it was one of those, oh, it'd be really cool to have, but it's not a I must have it bag. Anyway, when I buy a bag, 99% of the time it is in my collection for life. I won't get rid of it unless I'm genuinely sick of it or if I find something better. So for instance, I bought a nude furler a few months ago because I wanted a pink one, ended up finding it in bubblegum pink, so I'm letting go of the nude. I don't often buy my bags like that. I wait years for bags. I'm really glad she cancelled in the end because I got a beautiful leather jacket. But another one recently, thanks to the group for expanding my knowledge, better understanding of the brand and its history. But I came across on my recommended page a young lady selling an American bride-to-be license plate bag. I know this bag is hard to find. I know this bag is rare. It was priced at £20. I bought it and I immediately cancelled it. And I messaged her and I said, I apologise for cancelling my order, but this bag is worth a heck of a lot more. It is a hard to find collector's piece. Here's some information on it. She ended up keeping her bag because, it had been a present for her hen do. She didn't know because, again, it's not that well a recognised brand here in the UK. It's becoming more well known. I'm glad that it is, but it's not that widely recognised. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. Have a good day.